Think about that number, 95%. In what other field is the failure rate so catastrophically high? It's not just a statistic, it's a graveyard of blown accounts, broken dreams, and years of wasted effort. If you weren't listening to this, you have almost certainly asked this question. And you, like almost everyone else, have probably settled on the same answer: the strategy. You told yourself, my strategy isn't good enough. You went online, you bought the course, you learned the Quasimodo pattern, you mastered smart money concepts, you back-tested indicators, you tried price action, you blamed the indicators, you blamed the gurus, you blamed the market makers. You have spent months, maybe years, in a desperate search for the Holy Grail, that one perfect system that never loses. Today, we're going to tell you the truth. The answer is not the strategy. The problem is you. More specifically, the problem is the 100,000-year-old brain sitting inside your skull. A perfectly good trading strategy, one with a 60% win rate, can and will bankrupt you if your psychology is 100% wrong. The market isn't your enemy. Your indicators aren't your enemy. The real war is happening in the 6 inches between your ears. This is the deep dive documentary on the real reason 95% of traders fail. We're not just going to list the problems, we're going to dissect them. We will uncover how the ancient, animalistic survival instincts that kept our species alive for millennia are the very things sabotaging your every click. And by the end of this, you will not only understand why you fail, you will have the blueprint for how to stop. Let's begin by dismantling the biggest lie in trading, the myth of the perfect strategy. New traders are obsessed with entry signals. They believe trading is a predictive science. They are looking for a crystal ball. Here's a dose of reality. Professional traders, the best in the world, often operate on win rates of 50 to 60%, some even lower. How is this possible? Because they understand a secret that the 95% ignore. Trading is not about being right. It is about making money. A profitable trader knows that success is defined not by the win rate, but by the risk to reward ratio. A professional can be wrong 6 out of 10 times and still be wildly profitable. How? Because when they are right, they win $3,000. When they are wrong, they only lose $1,000. Their process is profitable, even if their predictions are often wrong. Why can't the new trader just accept a small loss and move on? Because their brain won't let them.
To understand your failure, you must first understand your hardware. The human brain is programmed to survive. Metaphor: imagine trying to navigate a modern highway using an ancient mariner's map. Your tools, instincts, are obsolete for the new environment, the market. Now, you're sitting at your desk. You enter a trade, it immediately goes against you. What does your brain see? It doesn't see a high probability setup with a defined risk parameter. No, your amygdala, the brain's threat detector, hijacks your rational mind. It sees a lion. Losing money to your primal brain feels like dying. It triggers one of 3 ancient survival responses. First is fight. This is revenge trading. You feel angry. The market attacked you, so you attack back. You abandon your plan, you double your position. You are fighting the lion. Second is flight. This is paralyzing fear. After a losing streak, your perfect A+ setup appears, but you freeze. The flight instinct screams, "Don't do it, it's a trap." You hesitate and watch the opportunity slip away. And third is the herd instinct. In trading, this is the fear of missing out, or FOMO. You see 3 massive green candles. Everyone is buying. Your herd instinct kicks in. The herd is running. I have to get in. You buy right at the top. Fight, flight, and herd. Revenge trading, fear, and FOMO. These aren't bad habits. These are deeply embedded survival protocols. You are not fighting a lack of discipline. You are fighting the very evolutionary code that ensures your existence.
When these ancient instincts are applied to the modern market, they manifest as predictable, destructive cognitive biases. These are the inner demons of trading psychology. Demon number 1, loss aversion. Psychologists proved that the pain of losing $100 is psychologically twice as powerful as the pleasure of gaining $100. Metaphor. This is the rather never have loved at all than to have loved and lost mentality. Your brain would rather forfeit a potential gain than face even the slightest possibility of the pain of a loss. How does this destroy you? First, you hold your losses for far too long. The act of clicking the sell button would make that loss real. The pain is too intense, so you don't. You hope, turning a small, manageable loss into a catastrophe. Second, you cut your profits far too short. Your trade is up $100. Your target is $500, but your brain screams, "Take the $100. What if it reverses? Losing it will hurt." The fear of a $100 gain turning into a loss is so much stronger than the desire for a $500 gain. Your account becomes a story of 1,000 tiny cuts. You let your losers run and you cut your winners short. It is the most efficient way to go broke. Demon number 2, confirmation bias. This is the ego demon. Metaphor. It's like a detective who has already decided who the culprit is and now only looks for clues that fit his theory, ignoring all other evidence. You decide you want to buy the euro. You believe it's going up. So what do? You go online and you search for why the euro is going up. You find 3 articles that agree with you. You feel smart. You completely ignore the 5 articles, the major bank report, and the clear head and shoulders pattern on the daily chart that all scream sell. Your brain filters them out. You are not trading the market. You are trading your opinion. A professional trader has no opinion. The market is their only source of information. Demon number 3, overconfidence. This is the demon that follows success. Metaphor. It's like Icarus from Greek mythology. Flying high on the wax wings of a few successful trades, you get too close to the sun, the market reality, and your ego melts, sending you into a catastrophic fall. You just had a great week. You feel invincible. Your ego takes over. What do you do next? You break your rules. You double your risk. I'm on a hot streak. You start taking B and C plus trades. You get sloppy. You are no longer trading your system. You are trading your own perceived brilliance. The market has a special kind of cruelty reserved for the overconfident. It will let your ego grow just large enough before it delivers a single devastating loss that wipes out all 5 of your previous wins, and then some.
Beyond the obvious demons, there are hidden traps, more subtle biases that are silently draining your account. Trap number 4, anchoring bias. This is the trap of stubbornness. You get anchored to the first piece of information you receive, often a price. You bought a stock at $100. Bad news comes out. The stock drops to $70. Your rational mind should say, the new information makes this a bad investment. I should sell. But your anchoring bias says, no, I bought it at $100. That is the real price. $70 is cheap. I won't sell until it gets back to $100. You are now anchored to a completely irrelevant number. The market doesn't care what you paid for it. You refuse to sell, turning a manageable 30% loss into a catastrophic 90% loss. Trap number 5, outcome bias. This is the most insidious trap because it rewards bad behavior.
You judge the quality of a decision based on its result, rather than the process used to make it. Scenario A, you follow your trading plan perfectly. It's an A+ setup. You do everything right, and you lose. Scenario B, you are bored. You break your rules, use way too much risk, and YOLO into a trade, and you get lucky. You win. Which was the good trade? Your brain, due to outcome bias, will tell you scenario B was the good trade. It felt good. So you learn the wrong lesson. You learn that breaking rules and gambling works. You are reinforcing a habit that will statistically guarantee your failure. The professional trader knows scenario A was the good trade, even though it lost money. They followed their process. Trap number 6, the gambler's fallacy. This is the trap of false hope. It's the mistaken belief that a particular random event is less or more likely to happen based on the outcome of a previous series of events. You've had 4 losing trades in a row. You think, I've been so unlucky, the next one has to be a winner. So on your 5th trade, you double your risk. This is psychological poison. The market has no memory. It does not know you exist. The probability of your 5th trade has nothing to do with the first 4. This fallacy is the engine of overtrading, compelling you to keep clicking, to keep gambling, long after your rational plan told you to stop. So, we are ruined. Our brains are hardwired to fight, flee, and herd. We are riddled with cognitive biases. Is it hopeless? No. The 5% who succeed are not superhuman. They feel fear. They feel greed. The difference is, they have accepted it, and they have built a systematic, rigid process to manage it. They have stopped trying to fix their brain. Instead, they have built a fortress of rules around their brain. Metaphor, think of a pilot's pre-flight checklist. It's a rigid system designed to prevent human error under pressure. This is the blueprint for how you join them. Solution 1. Accept the truth. Trading is a game of probability. First, a complete paradigm shift. Stop trying to be right. A single loss is no longer a threat. It's just a data point. The cost of doing business. This defuses the amygdala. Solution 2. Build a mechanical trading plan. Your emotions and ego will kill you. Your plan must be so clear, a 10-year-old could follow it. It must mechanically define your entry signal, your stop loss, and your take profit. Your job is to be a robot. Solution 3. The non-negotiable risk rule. Before you ever enter a trade, you must know exactly how much you will lose if you are wrong. The rule for most is 1% of your account. This is your psychological shield. It pre-accepts the loss. It removes emotion from the decision because the loss has already been defined and accepted. Solution 4. The emotional journal. After every trading day, don't just log your trades, log your feelings. Trade 1. I followed my plan, it was a loss. I felt angry and wanted to trade again. I recognized this as revenge trading and shut down my computer. By naming your demons, you take away their power. You are building self-awareness. Solution 5. The practical habits. Sign a contract. Print out your rules, sign it every morning. The get up rule. If you take a loss, you must stand up. Get away from the desk for 15 minutes. Break the psychological state. Have a daily stop loss. If I lose 3% of my account in one day, I am done. This is your emergency brake. Music rises conclusion. Narrator. The 95% fail because they think trading is a battle against the market. The 5% succeed because they know it is a battle against themselves. You can have the most profitable strategy in the world, but if you cannot master your own mind, you will lose. Stop searching for the next Holy Grail strategy. The Holy Grail is not on your chart. It's in your mirror. The journey to profitable trading is not a technical journey. It is a journey of profound self-awareness and radical self-discipline. It is the hardest work you will ever do, but it is the only work that matters. Stop playing the market's game. Start mastering your own. That is how you leave the 95% behind and finally join the 5%.